Okay, sixth graders, lessons 11 and 12 for math. So lesson 11 is absolute value, magnitude, and distance. And then lesson 12 is the relationship between absolute value and order. It is not liking me today. There we go. So the absolute value of a number is the distance between the number and 0 on the number line. So if we were to have the number 6, how many spaces away from 0 is it? 6. And the magnitude of measurement is the absolute value of its measure. So basically just the absolute value for a measurement. So absolute value of 10 is written as 10. So it's in between those two brackets. And the absolute value of 10 is 10. It's a number. So let's look at this other one though. This one's a negative. So what's different? Mrs. Owens received a call from her bank because she had a checkbook balance of negative $45. What was the magnitude, so measurement of the amount overdrawn? So we have negative 45 in the brackets. So how many spaces away from 0 is negative 45? Well, it's not going to be negative 45. It's going to be a positive 45. So Mrs. Owens overdrew her account by $45. So when you're dealing with absolute value, it's always going to be a positive number because it's the distance from 0. Okay, let's look at a couple others. Maria was sick with the flu, and her weight change as a result of it is represented by negative 4 pounds. How much weight did she lose? Well, what's the absolute value of negative 4? 4. So Maria lost 4 pounds. We have Jeffrey owes his friend $5. How much is his debt? Negative 5. The absolute value of that is 5. So he has a $5 debt. Let's look at this one. The elevation of Niagara Falls, which is located between Lake Erie and Lake Ontario, is 326 feet. This is asking how far is this above sea level? So that's the value of 326. Well, it's 326. So it is 326 feet above sea level. Now, let's say that we were talking about something that was below sea level. Can't think of something off the top of my head, so we'll just use a number. But so then I would say, how far is this below sea level? And it would still be 326 feet, but here we would have a negative between in our absolute value brackets, okay? So what about now ordering numbers, which was lesson 13, or 12, sorry. When ordering numbers, the order can change based on if you are ordering their absolute value or not. So let's look at an example. Order the following numbers from least to greatest. So our smallest number is going to be negative 10, so on. Negative 10, negative 9, negative 6, negative 4. That's least to greatest. Now, if we order their absolute values from least to greatest, well, the absolute value is going to make all these positive. So our order is going to change. We're going to have 4, 6, 9, and 10. Okay? So you have to make sure you pay attention for whether it's ordering the number or ordering their absolute value. So order the following from greatest to least. So now this is opposite. Well, 7 is our biggest positive number. So 7, 4, 0, negative 3, negative 12. Now we're going to order their absolute values from greatest to least. So the positive numbers aren't going to change. And the absolute value of 0 is just 0, by the way. So we have 12, 7, 4, 3, and 0. Because negative 12's absolute value is going to be 12. Okay? So there's going to be some questions asking you to find what the absolute value of something is, whether it's in a word problem like we talked about with Maria and her being sick and losing pounds, or Jeffrey owing money, or if it's just in the absolute value brackets. And then there will also be some that ask you to order numbers, both just the numbers and by their absolute value. Let me know if there's any questions. Complete the unmodal questions for lessons 11 and 12, and have a great day.